Saturday again. Do you know what that means? It means game reviews all the time. Saturday. I have not had any sugar of any kind. I'm all hyped up, and you know why? Because I'm gonna play a game that's from the early 90s where everyone had mohawks, where everyone was all hyped up because they had mullets, they had mohawks, and they were just crazy. I might be a little hyper right now. Today I'm gonna do another SEGA Genesis review because I love the SEGA Genesis so much. It's about a game called Comix Zone. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever played this as a child. I don't know if you've ever rented it, if you've ever played it. If you have, then you know that this game is a unique action fighting style game, but is really hard. Now, the game's main focus is on a character named Sketch Turner. He's a superhero in his own comic book world. He's dragged in by the main villain, and then he has to fight his way out of the comic book panels. The most interesting element of the game is that each level, I guess you could call it that, is 2 pages of a comic book, and inside are little panels. You know how comic books work with panels. He can jump from panel to panel and fight bad guys. I know what you're probably saying. Comics? Video games? Together? What? I know! It's awesome! Now, Comix Zone received a pretty good positive, review for the game. However, it came out in 1995, so as you can see, the main character has a bit of a mullet ponytail going on in the back there. But because it came out in 95, it was towards the death of the SEGA Genesis, as you can say, because the next generation of video game consoles were coming out at that time. And while the SEGA was still alive, because it was so late in the game, people feel that it was a little sketchy. Ha! Pun. Get it? Sketch Turner. It's his name. However, because of that, it wasn't received widely enough, so you may not have actually heard of this game. Now, if you have, then again, you'll know how awesome this game really was. The game is just awesome. You fight mutants with a mullet, and you can throw rats at them. How cool is that? The game even came with a soundtrack, featuring hits like and you know, now, the only thing I can't really say was any good with this game is obviously the bad voice acting. Not that the voice actors were very good, but because of the Sega's limited, sound chip or whatever it was in there doing what it was that did that, the voices sound but it adds to a certain charm to the game. And I really liked it. So all in all, I give it a positive review. If you haven't played it before, I suggest going out and doing so. It's a really great game. Well, that's about wraps it up for me on Saturdays, and you know what that means. Next week is, once again, we're starting over with Matt on Monday and Dylan on Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe if you want to keep seeing these wonderful series of videos. Chances are I'll do another SEGA Genesis review. If you want a little hint, It starts with a B and ends with an Ooger Man. Booger Man. What? That's right, Booger Man, next Saturday. Look forward to it. And as for me, I'm signing off. This has been Scott with the Suave Zouaves. See you later, bitches.